Now let's go to the next topic, which is about the different types of nurture campaigns. So different types of nurture campaigns. Dustin, what are some of the different types of nurture campaigns that we institute?
Well, we've already spoken a little bit about email nurture campaigns, and that is a fairly popular one in part because it's incredibly easy to automate, right? But there are also nurture campaigns whereby you might call a client, and that's especially true in the service industries. And we also see nurture campaigns via postcard, where you're sending out a mailer or a pamphlet, a postcard, a letter, whatever, to facilitate that relationship. You can also nurture via social media. You know, in many ways, social media marketing is just kind of a new age way to nurture. You're building a relationship with your clients through social media. So I know it has its own name, but the truth of the matter is that social media marketing really is a nurture campaign if you're doing it on a regular basis.
Right.
So it's not nearly as easy to automate if you're doing it correctly, but that has certainly been one of the most popular ways to nurture your list and your potential clients in this day and age.
And then we take those. One of the things that we do is that we take those different mediums and we bundle them together into, based upon where the lead or the client came from. So, for example, we might have an annual nurture campaign that runs, monthly, all year long, and that might be a combination of phone calls, social posts, snail mail, email marketing, and we bundle those nurturing campaigns up into, just kind of an annual nurture campaign, or, I would say the one that's the most common nurture campaign that people tend to understand and do would be like the new lead nurture campaign, where you get a new lead in and you're going to quote unquote drip on them until they've become a client. So there's different. You can take your nurture mediums and then combine them together into a nurture campaign, just based upon how that contact is interfacing with your business, whether they're a new lead or an existing customer, or maybe you're just doing it annually as updates to your industry, or just being social, like Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, those types of nurturing.
Sure. Yeah. And that's where the CRM plays a good part into dissecting and what do we call it? Contact wrangling or lead wrangling, whatever, right? So you do have everyone who should get the Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, all that good stuff. And then you have the new lead campaign. Once a new lead comes in, they get on a certain drip campaign or a call campaign. You have a new client campaign. Okay, what does that look like when you bring up a new client onboarding process? Now they may get emails on how best to use that product or service that you just sold them. Hey, thank you for purchasing this product. Hey, here's how to get the best use out of this particular product.
Set up expectations on what's going to happen.
There you go. Exactly. Right. And then you have the other aspect, like Dustin talking about, the email campaigns that filter into all of those. So choosing the medium, again, this is where your CRM can definitely come into play, because now you can take certain lists and only send emails or whatever to that certain list, and not have to be given to everybody, so everyone doesn't get overwhelmed with emails or other contact points, right?
Yeah, and I think this is where a workflow diagram is very helpful. Is to diagram out, because especially for new leads or new clients, you can get complicated with your workflow or your nurture campaign, because maybe you have a campaign for a new lead that's never been contacted. Okay, you're reaching out to them via phone and via email, and they've never responded. And then once they've responded, maybe they transition to another nurture campaign where you're just more fostering that relationship, as opposed to looking for that initial contact. So I would encourage people to diagram it out. For me as a visual learner, it helps to make a diagram using a diagramming tool.
So with a lead nurture campaign, what's the best way to handle those leads that have not converted, meaning that they're on your list, but they haven't converted over to either a paying client or something like that? Yeah, what's the best way to handle those leads?
Well, go ahead, Drew.
I was going to say it just depends on your business. I don't think there's one silver bullet. Goes to what Dustin said earlier, like you need to know your industry and know, how many touches is too much.
Right.
Yep.
And some of that, there are general ways to handle turning a lead into a warmer lead or turning a lead into a customer. Certainly, you can send them a nurture campaign that grabs their attention or possibly gives you another opportunity to capture their user information. And just an example from one of our clients, we may have a realtor who is dripping on people that are looking to sell their home, but one of the campaign emails we'll send them in a nurture campaign might reference, hey, if you're thinking about selling, here's some homes that are on the market. Well, then we're going to capture them in a different list as well as a possible buyer of homes. So that's certainly one way to strengthen your relationship is find other verticals within your own business that they may also be interested in.
Hey, this is Grandison Shine, Chief Marketing Officer here at Direct to Business Marketing. I have a slight change up for you regarding what we're discussing at the end of our videos. I'm going to change it up to the annual Nurture Marketing Campaign. I want to give you some information on that and tell you how to get it. You should have one of these operating within your business as a Nurture Marketing Campaign along with some other ones, but let's talk about the annual Nurture Marketing Campaign. Go download it right now at directbusinessmarketing.com/nurture. Again, at directbusinessmarketing.com/nurture.